Greetings of the day, everyone. So in this video I'm going to show you guys top 10 commands next which I found useful. So this is the part 4. So this is going to be in a medial level hierarchy where we are going to discuss the commands which you might not be familiar. So all the commands that I'm going to show you will be having a foot over the concepts of residential network, kernel, terminal, and ownership and packages. So if you're not familiar, please do check the link to read it more about the codes which you find interesting and which you want to learn more. So all the code that I will be typing will be available in the GitHub repo when this video is published. You please do check the link in the description of this video. I'll just paste it there. So let's dive into the video. We have a CentOS operating system Linux machine up and running. So the first command that I'm going to show you guys is PS. So it stands for process status. So this displays all the current running process in your machine. So just give PS. So if you can see, all these are a process and this are the corresponding process ID. So this is the sudo, this is the su. So this is the super user command which is currently running as I am as a root user. So the next command is kill. So how this works is that kill space process ID. So let's say I'm supposed to give the process ID which I want to delete is, let's say 32, let's say this one, or let's say we have another process ID which is an application, let's say 2000, and then we want to delete that, we want to terminate that because that is not responding. So we can go into the command line and just kill and give the corresponding arguments as a PID, which is the process ID, so which you can see uses using PS. So the next command, let's say we have a file. The file is txt. So we have a file which is sample.txt. So the next command is gzip. So this command is for file compression and decompression. Let's say we want to compress the file sample.txt. So what I'm going to do is gzip sample.txt and press next. So now when I give an ls, you're going to see that the file itself is being changed into .gz format. But however, you have a test case where you want the original file to be maintained. You can always go like, say again, let me create space sam.txt. You have this file, you have sam.txt, and you want to keep the originality of this file and then compress another sample file. Let's go with zip -k and the file name sam.txt invalid option k. Okay, or is it going to be file name then k? Okay, gzip help. Oh, n, I'm sorry, it was supposed to be n, not n, and the file name samp.txt. You see, sam.txt file is right there. Okay, and the next one, if you want to decompress it, samp.txt.gz. See, you get compressed it. So the next command which I'm going to show you is Netcat. So this command corresponds to the network information, routing tables and statistics. So now I'm going to go net stat -a. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out all the listening, non-listening ports of my machine. So if you can see listening, connected. So if you want to see any TCP ports, you can always give AT. You can see all the TCP ports. If you want to see UDP ports, you can give AU, and you can see all the UDP ports. So the next command is chown, which is corresponding to the ownership and the permission of files. So let's give an ls-l to know file. So if you can see here, let's see samp.txt. This is the owner who created it. So this is root. So let's say you want to change the ownership of this file. So what we want to do is we want to see who all the users that are available. So this is the user you have in hand. So what I'm going to do is and then give the owner, which is the owner which you want to change, and then the file name. Now if you give ls-l, as you can see here, this is the file which you want to change the ownership. Now the same file has been changed the ownership. So this is how we change ownership using chown. And the next command is ifconfig. So this command is used to configure kernel resident networks. So ifconfig, I'm going to run a command so that I am printing out all the pre-configured kernel resident network. So for more information, I'll just leave the link in the description of this video. You can check it out. So the next command which I'm going to use is, let's say before that, let's go into samp.txt. Let's say we have some contents in this file. File 1, file 2, let's say this file is an executable program. Let's say C program or whatever it may be. So now when I say the command is xargs, which is x arguments, this command is used to build and execute commands from a standard input. So what I'm going to do is js and then give the file name. At the moment I don't have any commands to be executed, so it's going to be very simple and there's nothing to be shown here. So if you want to run a command, let's say C program or some stuff, you can do this. If you want to see the contents of the file, you can do that too. By -a, if you say file 1, file 2, so you can execute those commands. The next command is dpkg, which is used to install .db package extension files. So you can give -i. For that you must have some packages with .db. So this is the file. So then you can go on, copy it, and then give dpkg -i and then paste it and then run it. So the next command is mount. The mount tells the kernel to attach the file system found at the device at dr. So the next command is tty. So this command is, as you know, in Linux system everything is represented as a file system. So basically a kernel or a directory or all the hardware is a file. So while running tty, this prints the file name of the terminal connected to the standard input. So what I mean by this, when I run tt, so this is the file that has been associated with the kernel, and this terminal is associated to that same file system, which is dev/pds/3, and tty also stands for teletypewriter. So this is the top 10 commands which I found useful, and these are in a medium hierarchy which needs to understand a little more in depth. So until then, catch you in another one, guys. Bye bye everyone.